Our guest is Blake Proefrock, the Sturgis Coopers track and field head coach. And Blake, season's going strong.
Yeah, it is. It's we've been fighting the weather a little bit, but I mean, it's hard to complain about that. After last year not having a season. So, we've gotten I think three meets in. Not all of them have been kind of full scheduled slates, but it's went pretty well. We've got a lot of kids doing some good things. We got good senior leadership. And we got a lot of youth coming through. Obviously, got two classes worth of kids that haven't competed at the high school level, and so there's a lot of teaching moments, things just even at practice and stuff like that.
Without a season last year because of COVID, your sophomores are now seniors. Does that have an impact on the training and performance?
Yeah, it it really does. There some of the technical events that the pole vault and high jump and some things like that, some of the throws that I think it has a little greater effect on it, and you can see it statewide, that some of the things, the performances as a group aren't necessarily maybe as good, or there's not as many good ones as you'd normally see, but that just is gonna you're gonna have to play catch up a little bit, I guess, and in some of those things, but it all kind of depends on the leadership you have too, and how, and what type of leadership those sophomores maybe took on, maybe in other sports or things like that, and kind of where they are now. And because with a lot of kids out, a lot of times those older kids end up as coaches as well, and just give a few pointers here and there, and we have that. Rachel Kamak, Michaela Keffler, of course, Brody Eisenbraun, Trayton Monahan, Brady Buckles. We got a lot of seniors, nice senior kids that stepped in and kind of lead the way and do some nice things for us and really help everything.
And Coach, who are some of your leaders so far this year?
For sure, I'll say Brody Eisenbraun. He's in both hurdle races. The 110s and 300s, I think, at our last meet, he won both events. He's ranked pretty high so far. It's early in the season, but he's ranked, really high at the AA level in both races. So that's looking really promising. Michaela Keffler, she only had a chance, I think, to jump once, and then she kind of pulled her quad a little bit that first meet. It was her very last jump in the finals. Mm-hmm. But she triple jumped, well over 35 feet. Just the one time she got to do it, and she was an individual that placed as a sophomore, so she's expected to to be really strong, and she is, and she's looking like she's going to be ready to go maybe this upcoming weekend, and she's ranked really high right now, and she only, like I said, jumped one meet. Sawyer Dennis, she's a sophomore, girl for us that has really done really well in the 100 and 200. And she's picked up jumping and it's triple jumped really well. We have a freshman, Novalie Dinkins. Man, she looks really good on the track. I think she won the 800, and she triple jumper. She jumps, and I think she's somebody that we're looking to be pretty big for us in a lot of ways and through the end of the year. Trayton Monahan, of course, he's a kid that looking good in the 4, looking good in the 8, and that's a really hard double to do, but he's a kid that's going to be able to do that. Ridge Inhofer, Trevor Chrisman in sprints. We got a lot of pretty solid kids, and again, those are there's a couple young ones there, but there's a lot of senior leadership there that are going to take us a long way.
Coach, the track and field spotlight is going to be on Sturgis, especially in May.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously it just came out that the Activity Association made it so that the AA track meet both days are going to be hosted here. But that's at the end of May. We also have our own meet, the Black Hills Track Classic. We have the Last Chance meet that's going to happen here, and we're going to host that this year. We have the Black Hills Conference Track meet too. So, and you couple that with those 2 days of the state track meet, this is going to be a busy place every single week in the month of May. And so, I'm obviously a little biased, and I say this before, I'll say it again. I think this is probably one of the best settings, for a track meet, for a football game, whatever it is. But just kind of the backdrop is great. and we got an awesome track, awesome facilities. We have great staff that helps put it on. Activities departments that does an awesome job. And so for us to host them, it is work. It takes a lot of volunteers, and things like that. But we got the crew to do it, and it's really nice to have it here.
Coach Proefrock, always good to visit with you about track and field, and it's a great sport to talk about because all the kids get to participate.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. Obviously, again, I'm biased with the sport, but you just get to see true athleticism. Just incredible competition. Just at its finest, and absolutely, it's nice to be out in the sun in the spring and kind of emerge, from the winter. But yeah, absolutely.
All right. From right here at Woodle Field in Sturgis. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.